why. We're huge Bernie supporters.
Well, indeed.
Huge.
Really?
Yes. Oh, the union? Oh, the membership? Big time. Big time. But it's funny because after the election and him winning and all that, we found out that almost 49% of our union members voted for him. And I was telling them, like, listen, they hate him.
Yeah.
What he did with NAFTA and TPP, and it was...
Let me ask
they
you,
just didn't
as a union chief, is that a
chairman?
Union chairman.
Yeah.
I mean, traditionally unions would go Democrat. But of course, things change.
Yep, they sure did.
Yes,
big time.
Yeah,
big time.
And I've talked to other union people that said this was a different game this time.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, totally. They hated her.
But didn't they just take the unions for granted?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, still do. And the thing is, when they had me going in, because, if I would talk to a member that was white, just to be honest, they would tell me the truth. They would tell me who they were going to vote for,
Yeah.
And the fact is, they showed up to vote.
Yeah.
The minority, they did it, flat out, because she, wasn't black.
What do you among the union people and all? What was their driving motivation for switching and all that? What did you see as their?
They were Obama's last 4 years. They were pissed, and they're like, you know what? This is. And when they found out that we were endorsing her, they're like, why would you think? Why would you do that? Why would you give so much money of our money, our union money, to support her and not even listen to the membership? Because the membership was like, okay, we're going to go Democrat, we're going to go for Bernie, and they chose her. And so the membership's like, you know what? You're not even listening to us.
Yeah.
You don't even care.
Because it's
like,
not like even Bernie was. He's against. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, it was weird, that people would go that route. But they did it because they hated Bill Clinton so bad. Because of what Bill did.
Didn't this election pretty much expose the sham that...
And it still is.
Yeah.
It's like, that's... The membership is like, just because, that's who we got for a Democrat, they're like, I'd rather vote for him than her. That's how much they hated her.
Yeah, chefs. Yeah.
And she had no message. Like, they would make us, when she finally came to Michigan, he had been in our city 6 times already. I mean, the Friday before the election, he, with no promotion, every time she would come, we would have like a month notice to prepare, right? Him, on that Friday, he just showed up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and they sent me up to Grand Rapids because that's where he was at. There were 10,000 people outside trying to get in to see him. And so I was able to get, they would send me to see what the crowd control was. And I'm like...
what was the temperature outside about that time?
It was wintertime.
Yeah.
Wintertime. And the thing is, and he came there by himself. He didn't have no Beyonce and anybody else to entertain the crowd. Like, people came there to hear him, and they hated him. And as much as they wanted to deny it, I mean, where I was at my level, we knew she was going to.
Yeah.
They brought in Jesse Jackson.
I know.
That piece of shit and all them, and they're like, well, what can we do, to get these people motivated?
It's okay. They said that Maxine Waters said she's going to run in 2020.
It blows my mind. She doesn't even live in that county.
I know.
She's a millionaire.
Yeah.
All these people should be in prison.
So how do you see, what do you think is going to happen in 2018 with the unions?
The thing is, they're going to grease this so hard. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. Like, there's no going back with them. But the fact is, what he's done, he saved our jobs. There was, one of our units was going to Mexico. He wasn't even the president sworn in yet, and stop that. They know. They know.
Very cool. Very cool. There's a revolution going on, isn't there?
And the thing is, people are sick and tired. And like, for me, doing what I had to do, I had to pretend. If I didn't pretend, I would have lost my job.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, you got to go with what
Right.
your guys want. I mean,
Absolutely.
you know.
But I'm like, you know what? I never endorse her or anything. I'm like, who are you voting for? Oh, well, great. Like, then I'm talking to them, and they're like, damn. They're like, I wouldn't. There was, believe me, a big percentage that hated Bernie Sanders. They thought it was a freaking wacko, like some Robin Hood. But what did he do with his money when he didn't make it to the primary? What did he do? He bought a house in Connecticut. The guy's a scam artist.
I know, I remind little liberals out here every day that were Bernie people say, why didn't he take that information that the nomination was stolen from him, just walk in there and say, this is mine? Instead he capitulated. Yeah, with the DNC being sued now, right? He's not out there.
He's a piece of shit. He's a scam artist. He is not a Robin Hood. That guy makes $174,000, and he's worth millions.
Yeah. At least he's built something.
Oh my God!
I mean, I've talked to men that have worked with him, and he's a hands-on guy. He will come down there and look at the plans, and you know.
But I love, like, my husband. He's a police officer in Michigan.
Wonderful. Is that the big guy that was there?
Yeah. He walked back over there, and the fact is, they couldn't do their job. I mean, you look at what Obama did. He made this whole race issue what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all built on lies. Like, hands up, don't shoot. That never happened.
Yes, we know. Yes.
And so for my husband to go out to work, and there's people that are just killing him for being.
Well, this is a bad time to be a good cop. I mean,
but you know what? Now they're like, they feel protected because of him.
Yeah, thank you.
Our friend, my husband's best friend, was Brian Terry. You know, with the Fast and Furious?
Yes.
That was our friend. He worked with my husband for years.
God.
They were best friends. And he went out to Arizona to go work for the Border Patrol. He was murdered because of Obama, just letting those guns go and not knowing where they were at. Our friend was murdered. And it's like...
The ones I'm finding to be the most awake are the guys with where the rubber meets the road. The police, the military, the union people, you know, working people.
Yep.
So you're just reaffirming everything that I've been hearing and that we're all seeing.
Yep.
Nobody's believing these guys anymore.
Oh, it's hilarious. Did you see what they did to that guy that made that meme? They went out to try blackmailing him. It's crazy because they were made fun of. Like, I love it though. It's like, keep fucking up. I encourage that.
Are you familiar with InfoWars?
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
the
I
meme
love it.
contest,
I love Alex Jones.
Oh, well, thank you. I was a guest on the show about a month ago.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Are you on Twitter? Or?
Yeah. Let me give you
yes, please.
For your husband and a couple more for your friends. This is a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton.
That is awesome.
And on the back is my YouTube channel and the website and all. But,
yeah. Do you know the bass stick man? Have you seen him? The guy that went there and they were battle at Berkeley and they beat the shit out of those Antifa kids. Oh, I don't know if you saw this, but I show this to everybody and now literally it's awesome. It's probably the funniest thing.
Yeah, I don't know. The elites are in a lot of trouble. Trump is attacking the three pillars of their power.
Yeah. So this guy shows up to Berkeley. Look what he did. This is great.
I love him.
Oh, you're gonna love it. He went there in Berkeley by himself. He's a big dude, big boy.
Yeah, wonderful.
Texas, yep. This is great though. These kids he knew.
Take a stand. It's time for people to stop being afraid.
My kindred spirit.
Show
great, ain't it?
April 15th
It really is.
and do something.
My grandpa. Oh, this is the best part for these little shit kids from Berkeley. He's walking around. They don't like that he has American flag. So they start harassing him. This little shit. So great. He beats the hell out of them. Look at this little bastard. Knocked him out. This is so great. You're gonna love this.
Yes.
People aren't afraid anymore. You know?
Indeed.
We lose our jobs.
Well,
My
indeed.
kids going to college.
I know.
Hell no. I work for the union. I'd rather have my kids be skilled trades. Have
Thank you.
A useless degree.
Thank you.
It's unbelievable. My little cousin.
Get an apprenticeship, learn how to do something for the ground up, a
welder,
skill, and yeah, right.
Electrician. There's always going to be a need for HVAC guys. Oh, my guys make $45 an hour. There's a high demand to have a skill.
What we got to put our skids on too, though, is the robotics.
We don't want that happening.
Yeah, because that's going to put a
Takes
dent
a lot.
anyway. It's just that we got to loosen it.
It's funny because the Democrats want that. They want our country to fail. Like, what is wrong with putting us first?
Well,
America
on
first,
top of
what
it,
is
I don't
wrong?
think they see the bigger picture where all that leads, because this is in the end about a depopulation eugenics world program that, get them all used to the technology, let them get plugged in.
Yep.
And then, just start feeding them to tubes and bye-bye now.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're done,
How are you treated here?
Oh, well, like, mostly favorable.
That's awesome. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Even this liberal cesspool. But I mean, most people, are one. They don't want confrontation, or
Right. They're
so they won't.
That's
They
how
see me. They
Republicans
might.
are, though. That's how we are. We don't go out there.
Yeah, well, the Republicans, you can always tell. I mean, just by expression, people come by, give the thumbs up, give me a wink, right? Fine, everything's cool.
Great.
So I get a lot of that, but I, like your stick man there, I got a stick too.
That's right.
And, but I love it. This happened just a little while ago.
Oh, okay.
Get over here, officer.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. No, it's it. I'm a magnet for military police, so I love this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get a picture of you?
Of course you can.
Want to get in a bit?
Yeah, stand there near Donald. I'll do the favors here.
That's awesome. Great. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much for what you do. Thank you for what you do, sir.
God bless you, Stacey.
How are you doing?
Fine.
I got here from Brazil, but I really admire that. But since I got here, everybody that I talk to, liberal and all this stuff, they're the same thing that is happening in Brazil right now.
Really? So you see the same?
Same thing. Brazil always copies the U.S. and all the politics, so you can see media, the same stuff. All the things that come here, they're kind of a copy from CNN and all this stuff.
Right.
So that's
And so what, it doesn't affect you? You see through it?
especially I'm a law university in Brazil, so I'm the basement of liberal thought and all this stuff.
So what are you doing here now, Laura?
I'm just traveling around.
Oh,
Just visiting.
Wonderful.
Crossing all the U.S. So I started in New York, went to Washington, then Richmond, Asheville, Savannah, Atlanta.
what a great trip.
Yeah, and now I'm going all the way to the west. So
And when are you going back to Brazil?
I'm going to Iago State.
And what do you do there?
I'm a law student.
A law student.
Yeah.
Interesting. So,
Right.
yeah, great. So I don't know. Brazil, a lot of happening all through Central and South America right now.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
Could I get away with this and doing this in Buenos Aires? Could I do this in Brazil?
Oh, you can do that. For sure now we have a right wing, people that are that it's really growing in Brazil. It's the same thing here. You have a new phenomenon.
So there are people waking up
There
to
are. We have a good candidate for the next election, but let's see. He's the same thing as Trump. He's a really outsider. He's really out of this political establishment. So.
Well, there was a headline in the paper yesterday, the New York Times or whatever, right? One of the big, that the globalists are in a lot of trouble because the globalization program has been suffering a lot of blows. Brexit, Trump getting elected. So you see this worldwide awakening too?
I think so. We had because people considered it was a phenomenon in South America, the populism with we had Lula and the Hugo Chavez in Venezuela.
Right.
And that people, I think that people try that and they have seen that doesn't work for sure. But it's really
So you see the
right
resistance come up.
But it's really new. And actually you should see that mostly in Brazil, it is famous because one guy, he raised the right wing again, and he lives here in the U.S. That's why I went to meet him, and he's the guys that influenced.
What's his name?
Olavo de Carvalho. And he really writes about like globalism and all this stuff.
Great.
You should really see that. He's really great.
Great.
He's getting famous here, but he's a philosopher, but he writes mostly about Brazil.
This is good news.
Yeah, and he lives in Richmond, so I went there, I met him.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah. You should really see that, if you want to write his name.
Yes. Please write his name down. I'd like to have that.
And how is the reception with people here? Do they like it?
Very good. For the most part, very good. Most of the people that come by are positive. The few that have disagreement, well, you know, they're too dumb to stick around, so they don't stick around.
Hey, what's happening, dude?
How you been, brother?
Oh, excellent, Mike.
Good.
How about you?
Yeah.
But I see that the problem in Brazil is like the same as you, people in universities, you know, like.
Yes. But I'm glad to hear you avoided that.
Oh yeah, but I was a part of that as well, like 2 years ago, but I changed. So.
Well, when you go back down, you'd be this, you know, the one that. Hey, no.
How do you say? Do you say that the left wing Brazil, they have the monopoly of the virtues, like of like values and all that stuff? It seems like they're good people, and the others are just.
They're the morally just people.
Yeah, exactly. They have the monopoly of like moral, exactly.
Yeah, people
Same
think
here.
that liberals are actually liberal.
Yeah.
Same here.
You mind taking a picture? Like,
No, yeah, sure, man.
Can you take for me?
Definitely, man.
There we go.
3, 2. Here, I love
There we go.
I just noticed that.
Been all right?
Yeah.
Good evening.
Right. It's really nice to meet you.
Oh, my pleasure. Did I give you a get-out-of-jail-free card from Hillary Clinton?
Sure.
Here.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah,
very
my
much. I left
YouTube
some
channel.
donation for you guys.
Oh, thank you very much. Very kind of you, young man.
Thank you. It was really nice to meet you. I hope that. I don't know if I said English, but I really appreciate what you're like. It's really nice to meet you as well.
Hey, I think in English maybe have a good day, or I wish you luck.
Yeah,
Like,
that can work. I wish you luck. I think it's really nice what you're doing here. Okay?
All right, sir.
Nice to meet you. My name is Lorenzo.
All right, Lorenzo. Thank you for that name, too. I'll be looking him up.
what do you give you?
This guy's he ran for office in Brazil. He's a philosopher, and he's like all about exposing globalization and all. So there's a revolution of consciousness going on down in Brazil also,
Oh, okay.
which is, you know, good to hear.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You know, I mean, people are waking up all over the fucking place.
That's what 2K was, you know?
Yeah.
That's what the whole big revolution that was supposed to happen, the whole, you know, change of the century, it was the waking up part. And I believe it's fully taking effect now.
I think we're starting to see some of the repercussions of it. You know, but man, I'm telling you,
Of not being conscious.
it's like walking on eggshells, wondering what the elite's going to do to try and stop it, because
Yeah, I mean, it can be scary, but at the same time, you know, the citizens do have a lot of power, as much as we like to think that our government has a lot of control over us. I know the shit can happen that happened with any other country, but, you know, social media has changed a lot. It has changed everything that we think we know about how government and law is operated.
I mean, I say that every day out here too. We're just starting to find out the repercussions of our comments online, our petitions we signed, the movements we're starting, all of this, because it's happening instantly, and you know.
Dude, without those petitions, net neutrality would have already been passed.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah. Yeah,
That shit sucks, man.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have been able to do shit about it if it weren't for that. I wouldn't even have known.
Yeah.
And then it would have happened, and I'd be like, well, that's fucked.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do for politics or law. But now I feel like at least I have a tiny bit
And
of a
they're
voice.
still trying to censor.
got it.
Yeah, do your job. But
Hey,
they're
great to
still
see
trying
you.
to censor the internet through self-corporate censorship.
Yeah.